I think if I'm not mistaken, he smashed Aphrodite on his way up to go kill the other gods. He like spared her life, smashed real quick, and then kept it moving. Alex here from Everybody Gets One with CC the Geek. And we got a little special guest here. We were on vacation, okay? We get tired and we need breaks. All right. So I know people are mad. It's been what, like 3 weeks or whatever. Hey man. We got lives, man.
Joe Budden only took 2. You guys took 3. That's too much.
All right, and that's a guest.
Right.
Well,
he's our angry guest.
Yes, he's one of our angry supporters. We have Mr. Andre Hicks with us. How are you doing today, Andre?
Hey, full come, man. Hey, what's up, buddy?
So this is something I wanted to do for a while, is have on some of our supporters who, who care about the show, and I wanted them to come on and voice their opinions about some things. All right.
Oh my God.
So this would have been an even more fun one if I had Rio here. This would have been excellent. Because we got a Team Xbox right here down here at the bottom, Mr. Andre Hicks.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So I gotta fucking be Team PS4.
No, you don't have to do anything.
Come on, join
You're
to
fine.
the green side.
No. She's not doing that. Don't do that, CC.
Just
stay right where you are, CC.
She really played it.
Yeah, she do. She's on my friends list on PlayStation. What are you talking about?
Oh, on PlayStation. Will people play by themselves?
PlayStation Network.
Yeah. Look up CC on PlayStation Network. Yeah. But before we jump into talking to Andre, because I know he's trying to gather his thoughts right now. Blood of Zeus that I missed and CC saw. So I just got to ask you. I know you only saw 2 episodes, right?
Yes, the first 2.
Because I haven't watched it yet. How do you like it so far?
I love it, quite frankly.
What is it about right now? What's going on there?
It's essentially based on the mythology, and particularly the story of Heron, who's one of Zeus's countless illegitimate kids.
Oh, one of them bad. Oh, man. We can't use that word anymore.
He's one of the human ones. So he's human, or he's half human.
Oh, he's half human. He's demigod.
Yeah.
What's the story of Heron? What's going on with him? What is he?
He living. He got it. He's in the struggle, man. Him and his mom in the struggle because Hera wants him dead, basically.
Understandably so. She always wants all her illegitimate husband's kids dead.
Yeah, so they've been living in the suck. And spoiler alert, well, I'll just say Zeus finds ways to like help them and throw them a bone to like keep them going, basically. But they still been in the struggle. You know what I mean?
Oh, so he like helps the family out here and there. He's like, hey, throw my kids a little change real quick.
Yeah.
I can't be there for you for real.
Yeah.
He's one of those. He's one of those daddies.
Yeah. So, but like I said, I'm only 2 episodes in, so the story's just unfolding, and Heron found out that he's Zeus's son, Okay. And he was kind of not really believing it at first, but then everybody's like, nah. All the sources are like, nah, man, it's true. You his son. So, and then that's when he kind of had his moment, and he was like, you're a deadbeat, man.
He told me pretty much a deadbeat.
And Zeus is like, I'm sorry, that whole bit.
Hold on. Zeus was actually kind of like,
what? Yeah, that's
apologetic for him being a little.
For him being a shit dad, yeah.
What? This is a new Zeus.
I mean,
Zeus don't usually give a fuck.
It kind of explores the nuances. I mean, I don't think he gives a fuck in terms of like going around and messing around with anyone.
Oh no, yeah, he don't care about that.
Like he don't give a fuck about being a hoe,
yeah,
but he does care about his kids.
Oh, he actually cares. Okay, so this type of Zeus kind of cares because with Hercules, it seemed we always get different iterations of Hercules, and sometimes it seemed like he sort of kind of care from the Disney version, and then you get your version is that Hercules, the Adventures of Hercules back in the day, that one with Kevin Sorbo.
Mhm.
Zeus ain't even there. It's just Hera trying to kill his ass. His daddy ain't really doing nothing.
Yeah.
And when you go to the old Greek mythology, if that's really your kid, why are you gonna let them put him through like all them labors and all that shit and do all that crap just to prove himself?
The whole logic of it was that he was afraid of Hera and what Hera would do to them. So that's kind of like the logic. Because even in the show, the whole running joke in the show is like Hera is a total bitch to all of the kids. Like she'll run across like Apollo or somebody and be like, "Fuck you," and be like, "God damn, like what did I do?" You know. But I mean, also on the flip side, she is kind of like the victim in the sense that her husband is sleeping with any and every.
Her husband is a hoe.
Man,
animals, men, women, everyone in between, you name it. You know, everyone on the spectrum, anyone can get it. You know, basically from Zeus, like he's known for bestiality and all kind of crazy stuff.
Yeah, well, here's a weird thing. He's known for like reverse bestiality because he'll become an animal and fuck a person.
True.
Wait,
he's nasty.
What?
Yeah, Zeus will do that. One time he was like a hawk or something.
Yeah, he disguised
and he fucked
himself.
a woman. Yeah.
And he like disguised himself as an ox once.
Yeah, he did that.
On one of his side joints, and Hera was coming. So like Zeus is known to be a master of disguise. You know.
I know that, but I didn't know he was getting down like that.
Oh yeah, he's a cross speciesist.
Yeah, so the fact that he's a master of disguise plays a big role in the show, So
that kind of reminds me of in Norse mythology.
It's on Netflix.
You said what? Now?
Yeah, I watch it every night before I go to sleep.
What you watch?
Blood of Zeus. That's what.
Oh, you watch it every night. So what do you think about it? Now that you,
I know.
That's what you think about it.
Yeah, like I try to play a game before I go to sleep, like watching a show, like to see if it could keep my attention. It's okay.
It's okay. That's all you got.
I want to know why everyone like. When I was younger, I was really into Greek mythology, but I want to know why everyone is like scared of Hera. Like, who is she? Like, even Poseidon's scared of her. Like,
she's the queen of the gods.
Yeah,
exactly. She's the queen of the gods. Think about it. You got Zeus and you got Hera.
Yeah, like
even Hera, Zeus is afraid of Hera.
Yeah.
Why do you think he disguises himself to sneak away from cheating on him?
Yeah, like Hera's one of the few gods who could see Zeus. Like, you know what I mean?
He
like
could be in any form, she'll know.
Yeah, Zeus is top tier god, and Hera is too. Like, there's a reason why they're together. It's not because like she's his equal. You know what I mean?
It ain't like she beneath him or anything.
Yeah. And if she's pissed, like she ain't gonna have nothing to lose at that point. So. You don't want to piss her off. Hell have no record of scorn.
You hear that, Andre? Remember that.
They say,
So they say it's the truth. But watch your ass.
I don't know. We gotta ask Hades.
Your ass. All right.
Ask Hades.
Yeah, you gonna ask Hades when she send you there.
Either. Don't nobody want it with Hera.
Nobody.
Period.
I know. Like I didn't learn too much about her Greek mythology, but it's kind of fascinating to see like everyone's scared of her.
Mm-hmm.
Read up on some Greek mythology. You find out why. She crazy. She kill you.
I mean,
all I know is she killed his sons.
She has a long tragic story. Like her crazy stems from like a lot of tragedy in her life.
That's true too. That's true. Especially and the Titans ruining everything.
Yeah, and that's when they defeated the Titans, it was like Hera was going hard to help defeat the Titans, and this dude was just running around cheating on her after the fact. So it's kind of I would be salty too.
Amen. I wonder if that was because you know how like mythology and a lot of old stories, they pretty much try to give you like lessons for life.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if like the story of Zeus being a cheater and Hera being angry was like a lesson like, hey, if you cheat on your girl, this is what's going to happen. Like, she's going to be angry. You're going to cause problems for yourself because Zeus has all these kids. He's the king of the gods, but he got all these problems.
Mm-hmm.
He has problems with his children coming to kill him. He has problems with them even acknowledge him. Some of them love him, and some of them he hate. And he always got his wife on his back. I wonder if those were lessons for life too. Just like in the Bible, certain stories, they're lessons. They're not necessarily meant to be taken word for word. They're just like kind of like guidelines for life.
That, and also you remember the gods were jealous of the humans, because the humans, one, they were kind of jealous of their mortality. For one,
they don't have to.
And then they were like jealous of the fact that like our lives get to be kind of simple, and they still have, even though they're gods, they still are human in the sense that they have human emotion. So yeah, it kind of is a lesson in that sense. Yeah.
Okay, but
oh crap! I think my battery just died.
Why would Hera stays with Zeus that long? I mean, he had about 30-something kids, if not more.
She loved
him. Okay, look. Let's take a prime example, right? No shade, no tea, no shade. Jay-Z and Beyonce, right?
We love you. we love y'all. Please.
But like, Jay-Z and Beyonce have had a slew of their issues, right? But when you think of like Hera and Zeus, if Zeus and Hera split up, who they gonna fuck with? Like, who you gonna upgrade to?
There's nothing else to upgrade to.
If you're Zeus and who you gonna upgrade from past Hera? And if you Hera, who you gonna upgrade from past Zeus?
What's the one that casts love spells? He go to her.
Yeah, but Aphrodite can't like. The only thing liberating about Aphrodite is that she has the luxury of being able to like be sexually fluid without being like labeled a hoe. Because if you look in Greek mythology,
God bless her.
A lot of the men be hoeing, but the women don't.
Yeah, they're not allowed to, pretty much.
The only one who really be doing her thing is Aphrodite, because she's the goddess of love.
And think about it. Even Kratos, y'all ever played God of War? You ain't played. Oh no, hold on, I forgot. You're only Xbox.
I played it a couple of times. I played it about when PlayStation 2.
Okay. Oh no, yeah, you didn't play it on PlayStation 3. But spoiler alert, even though the game is old as dirt. I think if I'm not mistaken, he smashed Aphrodite on his way up to go kill the other gods. He like spared her life. Smashed real quick and then kept it moving.
I would be surprised.
The one thing that he didn't destroy, that's crazy. The one thing Kratos didn't destroy was love. I just realized that he did not kill her.
Yeah, no, that was because, and then she was known like she had that power over them, where it was like, she could tame anybody, basically.
Yeah, because think about it. Can you really kill love? You can't kill love. No matter how much hate, you could be the most hateful person in the world, you still love something. No matter what you do. Like, let's think of somebody horrible. Hitler himself had a wife. Mind you, he was cousin fucking, but he had a wife. So that goes to show you, even the most hateful person in the world, you need love. You can't do nothing without that. Ain't that right, Andre?
Without the first lady, hey, you know how it goes.
No, we don't. We don't know how it goes.
I feel like, in that sense, but he probably didn't know how to give love properly.
Yeah, you don't.
Even though he may have received love.
I think those types of stories are like talking about the failures of us as men, because we are weak. You see something pretty walking down the street, you gonna look. Can't help it. The flesh is weak. The flesh is weak. It's true.
Oh my God.
I mean, it just shows that
that's not the same thing.
Complex of a character.
No. Yeah. It's not the same thing as having sex with him. I think Zeus is the manifestation of as perverted as you can go. All the power, all the he's just like lust. He has all the power, all the knowledge and wisdom that he can ever want. And then he just runs around. He can't get enough from his wife that's a god. So he's going all the way down to mortal. That's how
it's more about power.
He is.
I think it's more about power for him. Like when cheaters cheat, it's not because they're not getting enough at home. You know what I mean? Like it's just, and to your point, Andre, it kind of taps in, those stories tap into the nuances of human emotion.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that. I like the show. Do I think it's the best show ever? No, I wouldn't say that, but I like it. It's cool.
Got potential.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Andre.
I mean, I would like to see some shows based on other mythology, quite frankly. I think that we have a lot of stuff based on Greek and Roman mythology. I would love to see some stuff based on Egyptian.
Yeah, I need to see that.
Yoruba, or like Yoruba culture. Like what I love about Oshun is she's kind of like Hera and Aphrodite in one. So she's like top tier goddess. Like she's one of the original gods in the Ifa religion and helped create the world as we know it. But she's also the goddess of love and compassion. You know what I mean? So she's kind of got like those two sides to her where she's very loving, very compassionate, very sensitive. But if you try her, she will fuck you up.
So basically, she's the hot mom.
Essentially, yeah. So she's like Hera, but she's not like irrationally angry because she was her Shango is her wife. She's Shango's wife, and she's Shango's first wife, and she's his favorite, quite frankly, in the story. And then in Yoruba tradition, there's polygamy, so Shango had multiple wives, so he was good.
Yeah. But see, you know what? I don't fault on. Okay, I'm gonna just say reason why I don't fault on polygamy real quick is because if you could afford to take care of your wife, because I understand why it is a thing in certain cultures,
right?
If you could afford, to take care of them.
The affordability is part of the
it has to be. Yes,
you have to be able to afford
you can't just be out there running around.
Nah, but it's more than affordability. It's about responsibility too. You gotta be there.
That's what affordability is, nigga.
Affordability is money. It's your time. It's your emotional.
It's more than
It's all of that. And every woman has to have her own house.
Ooh, oh, he ain't playing. Okay, never mind. I can't get down with that. No,
that's a lot of times in those tradition, like even when I went to the Oyotunji village, they have compounds, and then each woman will have her own space.
So she got her own nice little space where she can chill and relax. And
also in that tradition, the first wife takes precedence over all the other wives. Like you can't marry somebody else without her approval.
Wow.
So you can have more than one?
Oh. Yeah, that's what polygamy is.
Oh, yeah.
There's a conception in polygamy that you can like get away with more, but in actuality, you have to be more communicative and more transparent.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
See, Andre, I saw that smile on your face, Andre. That's not what polygamy is. All right? You are not responsible.
I mean, it's too many voices in my head for that. So
exactly.
I can't do that.
Exactly.
You can't do that. You gotta know every woman, all their tendencies. That's too much.
And you gotta know how to take care of all of them.
And you gotta deal with them every day.
What you trying to say?
It's a schedule.
Yeah.
What you trying to say? You can't attend to a woman's needs. She needs you to get her house. No. You see, you thinking wrong. You need to get her house. How many girls can you get a house right now?
He said he didn't want one man. That's what he said. Don't try to shame him.
Don't.
I'm trying to get him to speak as grimy as he was speaking before.
Nah. It just, man. That's too much. Like, hats off to anybody that can handle that. But no, that's like you playing God at the. That's like you playing Zeus. Like you got to deal with this, that. Then you got to come home and deal with her. And then you not only got to spend time with one, you got to spend time with the other. Like that's too much to jam in my schedule. I can't do that.
And then you got kids between each of them. What if you got kids with all of them? How you
He's like, huh? I don't know if I can deal with that.
Let's write down. That's too much.
You better pick a what? Your second wife better not want no kids.
So Andre, you know what? I brought you on here. Let me get back on.
$45 Walgreens.
We have gone down such a rabbit hole.
I know. No, but it's worth it. It's cool. We back. So the reason why I brought Andre on again is I want to start having on people some of our supporters on and let them voice some of their opinions, because I be telling them to use the app, call in with your questions and however you feel about the show, whatever. But I feel like this is a better incentive because now they're actually a part of us. You get to be a part of us for a little bit. So
I know.
Andre, everything you've been feeling
within reason. Don't be coming on here saying nothing foolish. Too foolish.
Yeah, don't say nothing too. Yeah. Don't say nothing too greasy. Because
right.
I warned you. I warned you already.
Don't be on here like we love Nazis or none of that bullshit.
Oh no.
Oh, wait a minute now. What is that?
I'm just saying.
So I want you to voice some of your opinions on some of the things we've been talking about on the show. How do you feel about some of the stuff we've been talking about, and some of our co-hosts that we have here? We have the lovely CC the Geek here. Hold on, am I doing this right? Yeah, got the lovely CC the Geek here. Look at him. Look at him turning. Oh, he blushing. Look at him. He turning.
Hey,
this nigga getting black.
I like the smile, man.
My nigga getting black.
I don't see too many of us black men smile, so you got one for the day.
Oh God.
But no, I love the show. I just hate the bias that y'all give towards Xbox.
Oh my God.
You mean bias against? Not for.
Yes.
So why do you think? I want you to explain yourself. Why do you
y'all
think
talk about PlayStation way too much, and it's always Alex. Spit 1 second about Xbox. That's it.
No, I don't.
That's not true.
No,
Alex
I don't.
Definitely gives Rio a hard time.
Exactly. Thank you, CC.
All the time, and then Sam just kind of be.
He don't care. Sam don't give a damn. He got his video games.
He probably got both consoles, knowing him.
No, he don't. But still, he don't care. He just want to play.
He's not that emotionally invested. He just
exactly. He just want to play games. See, Sam is just basically me, but less vocal about yelling about it. I'm gonna yell about it. Sam ain't gonna yell about it. I got my Xbox on right now.
Yeah, I got the same one.
I got my PlayStation though right there too.
Yeah, that thing don't get no love.
And I'm not gonna yell at nobody about it. I'm just saying I prefer PlayStation, and you can't change my mind. That's
exactly.
All.
So yeah, I feel you. I just feel like sometimes y'all need someone like me to come and talk about the Xbox, because that's what I play. I'm not like no hardcore gamer, but that's what I play.
So what do you think that I should have said to defend Microsoft a little bit more?
Software.
What software? Let's be honest. I own both. I had my Xbox longer than I've ever had a PlayStation 4. So for this next gen, right? Let's be real. This next generation of consoles. I'm being honest with you. I love my Xbox. I prefer playing most of my games on Xbox. What I have my PlayStation for is playing PlayStation exclusives. Can we agree? And see, now I have to play. Now you're making me play Rio on here right now.
Okay,
can we agree that Sony for this generation, even though both, I would say this though, before I say anything, both consoles this entire generation for the past 6 years now, or a little over 6, I think. They've both been being lazy at coming out with first-party exclusives.
Yes,
but I will admit, Sony had more first-party exclusives than Xbox this generation. Can you agree with that?
I agree with that. But let me ask you this question: is it better to play on Xbox?
That's no, I can't say that. See, now you're trying to pigeonhole me. You're trying to pigeonhole me.
And you have to argue what makes it better.
Exactly. So for me, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Okay, let me get the control. For me,
oh my God.
All right. Let me take this off because I know Rio gonna say something about it. All right. So for me, if you want to talk about experience, this controller is a little too small for me.
Yes,
a little bit.
Hands.
No, but a little bit, only by a little bit. And I don't like the triggers on this one because they're too flimsy. I like the size of this better, and I like the triggers on this better. But when I be playing, like y'all know, I love Rocket League. I can't stop playing Rocket League.
Mm-hmm.
I've learned something, and I'm kind of mad that Sony changed it now. But the spacing in between these buttons right here are perfect because I can mash them both really, really easily. I noticed playing Rocket League, these buttons are too rounded. So I kind of slip in between them a little too much, and I don't like that. But do I play most of my games on Xbox still? Yes, I do. But that's because of Xbox Live. Xbox Live is amazing. I can't deny Xbox Live, so I would never leave. And most of my friends are on Xbox Live. Some of them have PlayStations too, but we mainly play for like online experience. Microsoft does have a better online experience than Sony.
Okay, that's all I wanted to hear. Perfect.
But I said that plenty of times on this podcast. See, that's all he wanted to hear. I've said that plenty of times on the podcast. Xbox has a better online experience and it's more stable. But as far as first-party games, you cannot deny, if you want more first-party games, you're picking up this controller.
Yeah, like it's like you said, like it's more stable. Like
Xbox Live is more stable. I don't
have to worry about so much lag and booting all servers and with the same stale interface. Like Xbox constantly changing and evolving. That's what I like about it. Like PlayStation still has the same interface from like PSP, like PSP Vista. It's still all the same.
The Vita has a different interface. Vita has a totally different interface. The Vita interface I actually like more than the PSP, to be honest with you. But so that's all you wanted, was me to just defend Xbox Live?
I want you to defend Xbox Live more, yes. And I want you to talk about shows more, because you will start a show and don't go back to it.
I'm the king of that. I'm the king of starting shows and never finishing them. They know that.
Because I was using you to like what show I was watching? Lovecraft Country. Like that show is so complex, but it's like
you want us to break it down more.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Well, see, I don't do horror, so I haven't.
So yeah,
because I've seen, I'm a history buff, and well, I should say a history scholar, but I just know it's just that the history of it itself is already a lot and already intense and a lot to take in. And horror is already a lot for me to take in. So combining the two, it's just like.
Well, you probably might be happy that you didn't see the last 2 or 3 episodes, because it gets kind of bloody.
I know.
Like a lot. Like, I'm not even joking. It gets kind of crazy. So.
Yeah, like I can deal with thrillers and stuff like that to an extent, but when it's like when stuff is like super heinous, that's when I'm like, and then especially when it's based on real events. So.
Yeah. How far are you in Lovecraft Country? Yeah, some of it. Not the monsters and magic, obviously.
Yeah, the Tulsa Massacre and Emmett Till and sundown towns and all those various things. Pickaninnies, the stereotypes.
Did you know that? Did you know that Emmett Till was in the show?
That.
You know Emmett
Till? I did not know that.
Yeah, Emmett, the little girl.
Oh yeah, with the whistle.
Yep, Emmett Till was in the.
Well, she accused him of harassing him.
And then on her deathbed, she admitted that she lied.
Well, yeah, she got older. Yeah. Not necessarily on her deathbed.
Yeah, so she couldn't go to jail. So yeah.
Oh, it wasn't on her deathbed? I thought it was. She was like.
She put out a book.
You said what?
Did she put out a book about that?
Yeah.
She put a book out about it? I hope nobody bought that. Hey, man. Screw that book,
I ain't read it, but I be into a little history.
Nah, man, screw that book. I hope her family gets no profit off that. That will be their penance, I guess. I don't know what to call it. But whatever. I don't want to talk about them no more. So you want us to talk more about Lovecraft Country? And break it down for you a little bit more.
Yes. Yes, sometimes I be in a little nerd stuff every now and then. I don't get my foot all the way in the water.
Yes,
but,
you do. You love Naruto and everything. Here's the thing. You gotta let your nerdiness shine. Don't let nobody shame you.
No,
don't let nobody shame you into not being yourself.
You just went off in this whole conversation. You went off about Blood of Zeus, and then you went off about Xbox.
Exactly.
I mean, sometimes.
Guess what?
You might not be dressing up and going to no con.
I don't dress up. I still go.
And however, you still a nerd.
Exactly. Don't let nobody shame you and tell you. There ain't no kind of sort of. Here's, you know what? Now you're about to make me go off. Now, because here's what's going to happen. Now we're about to have another conversation. Thank you for giving me time. I told you he's gold. What's up with people and denying, especially our people, black people, being afraid
it's
to come out that nerdy closet?
I like
it's okay.
Because it has a stigma. It's okay.
I understand it has a stigma.
It is a stigma,
but we adults, man. What they gonna do to you?
I guess like it's not the cool thing. I don't know. Like
it is the cool thing. We're talking about Marvel movies are making billions of dollars.
Hold up. Like I said, I get a little into it, but like when it goes to like dressing up, like doing those cards and stuff, like that's when like I'm not into it. But like watching a show and like understanding it, like yeah, I love to do that. Like I read manga. Like I took Japanese 1 in high school just I could watch Dragon Ball Z.
Stop, sir. You took Japanese 101.
I took Japanese 1 in high school.
And you read manga.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, you a weeb at the very least.
Exactly. What is wrong with you?
But see, that's just
Y'all making up words. What is that?
It's a difference between indulging in the culture, indulging in nerd or geek culture, and actually like indulging in the community, if that makes sense. So like going to the conventions and all that stuff, that's part of the community aspect of it. You know what I mean? And that's what I do, and that's what Alex does because he's a photographer. But, everybody doesn't engage on that level. Some people just go to cons and go home. They don't dress up. They just go to the convention. They might check out the vendors and stuff, take pictures of us, and then they go home. I mean, it's levels to this.
It's nothing wrong with you being of the culture, man. It's okay.
Yeah, I love the culture, like the Japanese culture. Like I love their cartoons. I love samurai shit. Like I love like the castles of like I just want to like I just into Japanese shit.
That's weeb shit.
Yeah, it's cool. Well, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Shout out to the homie Juice who got the album Weeb Nigga Shit.
See, you need to be listening to his album.
Yeah.
That's what you need to be doing.
He a weeb nigga, and he got an album called Weeb Nigga Shit.
Look, here's one thing. Let me tell you a little something about myself. All right, Andre. I used to do the same thing like you. I used to keep that shit tucked, especially in high school.
I don't keep it tucked.
Nah, I kept that shit tucked in high school. The only thing I was good at in high school was drawing. Right, so they would get me to draw Dragon Ball Z characters. I didn't even know half them characters. I knew Goku. I got to watch up. I got to watch up to Cell Saga, so I knew who Trunks was. I knew some of the characters, but then when it got up to like Boo and all that other crap in GT, I wasn't watching around then, right? But I would never tell people that I was actually watching these shows, or I was watching Power Rangers all the time, and I was watching everything. But I kept that shit on tuck. And then especially when I got into my
I wasn't like running around shouting it from the rooftops, but I wasn't hiding it either.
Oh no,
I wasn't hiding. Like I got friends, like I have a friend that actually took Japanese 1 with me just so we could watch Dragon Ball Z. But then it got annoying. It got annoying with like Goku's voice, so I just like I can't do this.
Yeah, Goku's voice was annoying in Japanese. I don't know why people love his voice in Japanese. This is no shade to the actor, the voice actor, but every time Goku screams in Japanese, I hate it because it just goes.
It's bad voice, and it's like, like, no, come on, chill. Guys.
I like everybody else's voice. I just don't like Goku's scream in Japanese. It's not so much his voice; his scream. His scream just annoys me. It's like Naruto, and actually Naruto, not even in Japanese. Naruto in English as well. I hate his voice.
Why?
He's annoying. Believe it. No, I mean, hate
it's just
him.
Repetitive. That's all it is.
I hate him so much. I hate Naruto.
I'm not
so
a fan of Sailor Moon's voice in Japanese. I'm
I
actually
don't like her voice.
of most female voices in Japanese because it's really high pitched for no
that
reason.
octave is all the way up here.
It's like over the top, you know,
for absolutely no
like
reason.
infantilization type. I'm not like I want you to sound like you've hit puberty.
Exactly. Like,
but I get the culture. It's like, in Japan, the men are like, huh, you know.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
The only show that I watched that I had was probably Star Wars. I started watching that probably when I was like 20, and I ain't understand it. So I always go to my god brother like, "Hey, yo, what the fuck this mean?" Like, but I ain't get into it till I seen like all the Jedi's died. Like, oh shit, like a show with
you had to see somebody get shot up. You had to see niggas get shot up. He needed that violence. He was like, "Oh, what's this Order 66 mean?" Now you all up in it. Okay.
Yeah, that's when I was in it. But yeah, that's the only show that I probably had. But everything else, like I let it know. Like I watch it. Like I love like Afro Samurai. Like
okay, that's my shit too. All right.
What else I watch? I didn't watch.
You know, Samuel Jackson's a weeboo. He watches anime all the time. He didn't just voice act. He didn't just voice act in Afro Samurai. He chose to be an Afro Samurai because he's like, this is my shit. This is what I love. He didn't just. So you gotta let it be known. You know, all of us are into this shit from different age groups. You could be from young to old. We all like it.
Megan Thee Stallion, Saweetie.
Megan. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know. I heard she put some Naruto bars. I heard that.
Okay, see, you heard her Naruto bar. Okay. Trying to find herself a Sasuke. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. See, look, one of my old coworkers. He's got to be. I know I'm probably wrong. I apologize. I know he's over 50. Okay, I'll just say that. Right. Mm-hmm. When I was at SBO, I was in the booth. Sorry, old bosses, but I was watching Rurouni Kenshin, aka Samurai X. I was watching that in the booth. All right. You know Batosai the Manslayer, you know who that is, Andre?
No,
I'm about to hook you up on some shit then. You need to go down memory lane. You need to watch Rurouni Kenshin. I'm gonna send it to you when we get off. But I was watching that. It's a samurai anime. I was watching that in the booth, and he was my partner in the booth, or whatever, right? He saw me watching a couple episodes. He's over there. He's like, "Oh, they getting down like that? Dude's getting chopped up, sliced up." He's like, "Hold on, what's going on here?" And he just sitting there watching every episode. But I'm like, I could put it on something else because I didn't know if he was into it or not. Maybe he's bored or not because he was being quiet, and he's just sitting there in it. And I'm like, "Do you want me to put something else on? We could watch together or something?" He's like, "Oh, no. This is good." He was like, "What show is this?" I was like, "This is called Rurouni Kenshin." He was like, "You got to give me this," and I gave him the series. And he watched, and look, he watched. You know how you be binge watching shows on Netflix? Yeah. Rurouni Kenshin is, I think the main storyline is almost 100 episodes. Almost, I think. This man binge watched the entire thing in like almost a month. And I never done that a day in my life. And I love Rurouni Kenshin. I never watched it back to back because I can't do it. This man binge watched it and finished it. And he was like, "Yo, that joint was tight and low." I'm like, "What?" Like, you did this? He was like, "Yeah. Hey, man, if you got any more shows, put me on." So I put him on Full Metal. You watch Full Metal Alchemist?
Yeah, I seen that.
You see Brotherhood?
I seen both.
Which one did you seen both? Which one did you like better?
The one where they explain it more about the 4 sins.
The 7 deadly sins. The 7 deadly sins.
No, not that one. But no, like it's like gluttony. Like I like it.
Yeah, the
like
7 deadly sins.
Explained. No. I'm talking about
the homunculus.
Yeah, I like it when they explain them more. Like I don't know which one it is, but it's one of those.
Oh, it's probably Brotherhood, because Brotherhood sticks to the manga a little bit more, and it shows you how the homunculus got their father and the very first homunculus, the one in the flask.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's Brotherhood. Brotherhood, I ain't gonna lie, See, this is why I say, man, you gotta embrace that shit. I'm gonna say it. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood almost made me cry. That ending, that CC.
Well,
you got Netflix, right?
I do.
Watch Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, and when you get to that ending, your little feels gonna get, and it's in the middle of a fight too. Your feelings gonna get hurt. You gonna start feeling them feelings. And if you're not into see, and this is another thing about anime I like, right? You don't have to just have action. You don't just have to have fighting. You don't have to have that. You could have like a drama. You could have like Death Note. Death Note's more of like a thriller / drama, or you could have something that's like a slice of life anime, something that's just about playful. My favorite are deep down inside, I'm a very emotional person. All right, I like feeling the feels. All right.
I don't think anyone has to go deep down inside to figure that out.
Oh, yeah. I love feeling the feels. The show is called Your Lie in April.
Never heard that.
Okay, go on Netflix. Let me make sure it's still on there. To be honest with y'all, let me make sure it's still on there. Your Lie in April. I can
get anything.
Your Lie in April. If Full Metal Alchemist almost had me tearing, I went like this. I had to hold my head up, and the water was just all up in my eyes. I'm like, I ain't gonna cry. I ain't gonna cry. Let me see. Let me make sure it's not.
I'm not crying. I just have something in both my eyes.
Yeah, it was just something in my eyes, you know.
Okay. I don't really watch anime now.
Watch some anime that'll make you feel something. I'm telling you.
I'm gonna check out this Full Metal Alchemist joint. You check out Blood of Zeus.
I will definitely.
Blood of Zeus. I'm trying. Maybe I gotta get high when I watch it because I can't sometimes focus when watch.
Maybe.
Okay, you'll be all right. Okay, let me see. You're lying.
So, you ain't ever say where you was from.
DC.
Oh, yeah, tell us a little bit about yourself.
You saying all that stuff about DC accent?
I didn't say you had one. I said you didn't have one. I was trying to figure out where you from.
I don't have one. I was born and raised here.
How do I not have a DC accent? I'm from here.
Oh, it's still
you sound more like Maryland.
It's still here.
Like Maryland.
Maryland has an accent. Your Lie in April.
What does Maryland sound like?
He trying to say Baltimore.
Baltimore has an accent.
Baltimore has an accent.
Oh, definitely does. Definitely does.
Yeah, I'm not from Baltimore.
Y'all need to watch this, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna cry buckets of tears, okay?
Why do you want me to cry again?
Because you need to. It's good for you.
No, I've cried.
Let it out.
This year.
I don't care.
Many times this year. I'm tired.
5 tears of joy for how the production of this show is so amazing.
Okay.
Only anime I watch now, but I haven't really been watching.
Okay, what have you been watching?
I watch Fire Force.
Look at you.
Sometimes My Hero. I don't like all the filler episodes. I watch that sometimes. I didn't even get back to the action on that.
This man talking about, I ain't that geeky, but you watching Fire Force that I haven't watched yet.
I just flew to Japan so I could learn Japanese.
I'm trying to go. I'm really trying to go. This Corona messed it up.
Oh, so now you're trying to go to Japan too?
See, he wants to go to Japan. This is
I got my passport last year.
Symptoms. He's got
all my passport last year. I'm trying to go.
Let it out.
That always been like a thing for me. Just to go to Japan, just to see what's it like.
That's kind of what makes you a weeb.
Mm-hmm. Right. Welcome to the community. That's what we're gonna call this episode. Welcome to the community.
Oh yeah! Congratulations. If you didn't know, you know now.
Now you know. You are a weeb.
We have snacks.
Oh yeah, we gotta get our claps back. Yeah.
Yeah.
And now we gotta take you to a con. That's all you need.
Oh no, I don't think I can do
those. Anime con though.
Yep.
You gotta go to an anime con.
We'll take you to Katsu if Corona goes away.
If he went to Dragon, he would like that. But I feel like Katsu would be where he would want to be.
Yeah, that's where you start off.
I got a friend that always try to take me to Awesome Con, but I never just had the time.
Awesome Con is more generalization. It's like general. It's like It's whatever.
But
Comics.
Katsu is like, if you're an anime fan, you need to be at Katsu.
Yeah, Katsucon. You want Otakon. Those two.
So what happens at cons actually? Because like I just see like everyone always dressed up, and I don't know, like a voice actor would come there. So what? Explain cons to me.
Shit, man. It's just a bunch of fucking niggas hanging out, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even like, it's so much more than that though. There's so much that happens within a convention. You know, it's a whole convention. So you have everything happening for, you know, some of them are 2 days, some of them are like 5-7 days. But essentially you have panels and seminars of various topics and stuff with various, you know, people from all over the world. You have vendor expo and artist alley, where you can like see, you know, people's work and cop different things. And there's usually exhibits in those halls that are like sponsored by the major studios. Like I went to Awesome Con in 2019 and they had a Star Wars exhibit, and you could see all the costumes and stuff from the movies over the years. What's it called? Oh, and then of course you have the cosplayers and all that. So like we like to go and shoot and stuff. And then there's parties, you know? Yeah. So there's like official parties that are hosted by the conventions most of the time. And then of course there's like a bunch of different like unofficial after parties that are happening.
Yeah. Unofficial.
Over. Right. And depending on how big the convention is, you know, or what it's known for, like Katsucon is a party convention. DragonCon is a party convention. You know?
Katsu, MagFest.
MagFest too. MagFest is less cosplay heavy though.
Yeah, it's more about gaming. Like the center is gaming. So when you go to the main hall, it is nothing but consoles.
And you can play for 24 hours.
Yeah, 24/7. Consoles of every generation everywhere. You have arcades, arcade towers everywhere. Whatever you can play card games, whatever you want to play is at MagFest. Everything.
Okay. If I go to an anime, they gotta have Attack on Titan. That's like my shit.
Yeah.
They have all of that. Like,
they have everything.
So like everything, depending on what kind of convention you go to, everything that I just talked about is tailored towards that. So like the panels, the vendors, all of that stuff is geared towards anime and manga at anime conventions. And then they have like, there's people, you know, like I've seen people selling kimonos at Katsucon, you know what I mean? So
I got a straw hat from Katsu before. Yeah, whatever you want. Some of my face masks I got at Katsu. The one with the teeth,
like
with the
I got some of my best jewelry. Like some of my best pieces I got in MagFest, like handmade pieces.
Yep.
And this I got this shirt. I want to say Awesome Con.
See?
Okay, I might slowly get into it. You know.
I ain't no slowly, nigga. Take your ass. I'm taking your ass on goddamn con.
Yeah, just go with Alex. That's the best part when you have a friend who's already into it. That's how I got into it. Shout out to Emily Everhart.
Yeah, that's how I got into it. I got into it because, long story short, I was going through some shit and I was bored. And I already like anime. And my friend was like, all right, you need to get the hell out the house. So it was a Sunday. And one of our friends was selling stuff in there. So she said, come on in. She gave me her ticket, said, walk around. And my eyes just lit up. I was like, holy shit. I'm going to this shit every chance I get. And that whole year, I went to every single one that popped up in the DC area. So basically what I used to do when I first started, I just Google anime convention in DC, comic book convention in DC. And then a whole list will just pop up, and I'll just like, all right, which one do I want to go to in the area? And I just find the date, buy my ticket, off I go. But I'll give you a one-up. I'll give you a list of all the good ones to hit. Also,
when my brother DJ Senpai put me on to one, then
oh my gosh,
you know Senpai's friend, so he's the one who's been trying to get him to go to this stuff. He won't go. So I'm like, people in the community, and you still ain't
have a reason not to go. And you can come to HBCU Con.
See, you can support CC.
This is a new convention. We were going to launch this year, but the pandemic and everything, so we had to postpone it. We're gonna have a virtual event next year. We actually are gonna have some virtual panels coming up starting this Saturday at the Urban Action Showcase and Expo. They're having a virtual event this year. And then we're hoping to have our first live and in-person event in 2022.
Yep, COVID is the king of ruining everything.
Oh,
Yeah,
like
I was a little.
I was I was perturbed the whole year. And I was like, oh, it's time to go home.
Yeah, it sucks because I've been building that convention out for how long I have been. And Sam.
And
Sam
just for it to.
Too. So shout out to the team and shout out to all of our con family.
Yeah, shout out to everybody.
We miss y'all so much. And shout out to my girl Emily Everhart, who took me to my first convention, and she had a birthday recently. So I really what got me into it was, do you remember the show Heroes of Cosplay back in the day?
Nah.
What did that come on? Did that come on G4 or something like that?
It was on Sci-Fi. This is before Cosplay Melee. Cosplay Melee was the competition show.
Oh, where they try to hurry up and put something together?
Heroes of Cosplay was more like a reality show.
I never saw that.
Yeah.
I'm about to Google that, man.
On it?
Who?
Yaya Han.
What? So that's where all her that's where she began.
When I first graduated from college, me and my best friend Aaron, we were roommates. And this show came on and we just started watching and we were like, yo, these people making their own costumes. Like, this is lit. Like, okay, what is this cosplay? All right. Like and then I had remembered, I was like, oh, my girl, Emily, who I went to high school with, was telling me about this. Like in high school, she goes to these conventions and they're crazy parties and all this other stuff. So we're watching it and me and Aaron are like, yo, we got to do this one day, and that was Yaya Han in particular was the one person, like, I don't remember anybody else from that show but her. Like, she made that much of an impression on me. And I was just like, this woman is awesome. Like, I want to meet this woman and hang out with her. And that's when I was like, I want to do this. And then in 2015, I did it.
All right, Andre, you next.
I ain't doing no cosplay, but
why not? What are you scared for? I ain't gonna lie.
You just come to the convention
because Corona t-shirt. Messed up my gym flow, so I'm still
okay. Oh, you trying to say you got a little dad
I had
Ladies like the dad bod now, man. It's 2020.
No. I don't like it myself.
Okay, all right, it's okay.
We get them in the UAL Get Fit crew.
Oh, yep. See, yeah. There's a Get Fit crew. You can join up with that too.
Yeah, shout out to UAL Get Fit. Getting you in superhero shape.
All right, look, we got Andre to express his weebness. We got him to get it on out.
And it's more like, it's something you grew up with. Like, you grew up watching cartoons, the next thing you know,
it's the most popular thing on the planet now.
It is.
It is.
I don't know how.
Think about it. We went from reading comic books to seeing them on the big screen making billions of dollars.
Comics and manga alike. That is true.
Yep. And manga alike. Dragon Ball Z had a theater release last year with Dragon Ball Super. They had theater releases.
But you got to think.
Yeah, that's crazy that they do that in Japan.
Are like 30 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Even with that,
for the first of Sailor Moon Crystal had a theater release. Sailor Moon Crystal was a theater release. We get to go. We in the movies.
Even with Demon Slayer, like that just came out.
Oh yeah, Demon Slayer got a movie.
Yeah, that giant. I heard it's lit.
Oh yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait for it to come to the US.
Off the chain.
Oh man, Demon Slayer is the most beautiful thing. Yeah,
I gotta catch up on the show.
Oh, it's not too long, so it'll hold your attention. You got this.
Yeah, I can't do no One Piece type.
Technically one.
Yeah, I still can't watch One Piece. Yeah.
Oh no, I can't finish One Piece. I like it, but I can't finish it. It's too long, and it's not over. Obviously, I don't think it's ever going to be over, but it's too long. It's like over 900 episodes right now.
I like to watch random parts of it sometimes on Adult Swim, but when I was younger, but now it's just like, I wouldn't get into it.
Okay.
True.
But hey,
True.
Look at that. We got your weeboo-ness out.
This was fun.
And we had a good episode.
We did. Any last words from our weeb here?
Yeah.
Cheers.
Yes, come on. What do you give us some last words, man.
What you got?
It's your chance. You got 15 seconds.
Hey,
express yourself.
No, he doesn't.
Fuck that weed shit. I ain't gonna say nah. I don't know. You can't put a title on it. Like, I mean, I don't know. I just never put a title on it. I mean, it's just something.
Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy.
Yeah, he's trying to.
It's like no,
you
like
know.
that is like no, like that is like I never did put a title on it.
Okay, don't be that guy talking about you can't put a title on it.
I mean, hey, so what's wrong with getting high and watching?
Hey! You have final words.
Legal.
I gave you 15 seconds.
Put a title.
Wasting your time.
You weeb.
Nah.
What have you learned today?
What have you learned today? What I learned
today?
I mean, I might go to a con.
Might you going to a goddamn con?
See, we're getting somewhere.
If they have a nice party with it, I go.
Okay. Right. Hey, how about this? You go to a convention. I'll talk about Xbox for an hour.
You gotta bring them to HBCU con.
Yeah.
I got an Xbox. So I don't. Hey, all right. How about this? If I go, you gotta play Call of Duty.
I play Call of Duty already.
Oh, no, you don't. You don't play it. I don't ever see you on it.
Okay, well, Rocket League. Okay, it's the same thing.
No, Rocket League is like no. I don't play racing games. Like
it's not a racing game. It's a soccer game.
It's a game that racing cars with a soccer ball. Like it's
okay.
Like complete opposite.
All right, your 15 seconds are up.
Wow.
Your 15 seconds are up. You wasted your 15 seconds. I gave you your time, sir.
I go maybe one day. I go.
Okay. What you've learned today is that you're going to end up going to a convention. You understand it's okay to be a weeboo.
All right, all y'all go. I go. Okay,
and God bless America.
Yeah, for real. Vote, please. For the
please vote. Please
I
vote.
don't think I'm gonna have time to vote.
Yes, you know. Hey, shut the hell up.
You got 48 hours and it takes 5 minutes.
I'll be doing doubles. When is the last day?
Tomorrow.
You can vote tomorrow, or you can early vote tomorrow.
I'm doing 16.
It's Tuesday.
I probably could do Tuesday morning.
Yeah, you could. Oh yeah, because you got
the polls close at like 8.
Oh, you going? This gonna be fun.
The polls open at 8 a.m. and they close at 8 p.m. if I'm not mistaken.
Damn, I'm gonna have
but you can double check at maryland.elections.gov, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I'm in Oxon Hill.
Don't you make CC mad? She heard you saying, "Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna have time." She went.
I used to register voters. I registered voters in the 2008 election.
Oh, so she was a part of Obama's victory.
Yep.
Yeah, I wasn't old enough to vote that first term. Second term, I was in it.
Oh, you are
just showing your age. He a baby.
Yeah, he a baby.
Oh, wait a minute. Now you
just told your age. I told you talk too much. You tell him.
I told you I'm old enough to be mature sometimes. Like
sometimes, you see, he's telling his age.
Right.
I'm old enough to be mature sometimes.
If you're so serious, it's like my pastor always say, you ain't too holy to laugh.
Okay. All right. Bye, everybody. We're done with this episode now.